next guest is one of the top-selling novelists in the world, selling over 400 million copies of her books in 40 different countries. And I always, as I've told you, have one of her books with me when I'm on vacation. Her latest novel is called Poor Little Bee Girl. It hits stores next week. Please welcome New York Times best-selling author Jackie Collins.
I have been dying to meet you because I've been watching your show.
Oh, really?
And I think you look like Jessica Rabbit with this fantastic body.
Thank you, thank you.
Hasn't she got a great body? So cool.
Thank you so much. It's a lot of maintenance. All right, so...
But it looks amazing, though.
I am, thank you, a huge fan of you and your work. And where do you get these dirty little stories? I mean, and dirty's good.
You know, I love it when people say that to me because, I mean, we look at what's going on in the world today, and we look at John Edwards, and we look at Sanford, and could I make those stories up?
Right.
Tiger Woods. If I did, I would be laughed off the page.
Well, the great thing about Jackie, everybody, is that you're a Hollywood insider.
Yeah.
So you go to parties,
right.
You're invited to things, and apparently people don't scatter and run when you come in the room.
Well, I said, no, they don't. They tell me everything.
And you're really good
I was at this
listener.
party the other night, the Clive Davis pre-Grammy party. It was so much fun. Oh. And so at the next table, there was like Barbara Streisand and Jane Fonda with her new boyfriend.
Okay.
Yes. And then at the other table, there was Jay-Z and Usher. And then Rihanna was going around in this fantastic outfit.
Yes.
And I'm kind of like watching when they go to the ladies' room, and I sort of stroll in there and listen to what's going on. And
that's the technique.
Make a few little notes so I can tell you about it later.
See, that to me is such an obvious technique, but you have a way about you where people still don't scatter. They don't. They
don't. I had this great birthday party. I'm name dropping like crazy. Is that okay?
Yes.
I had this great birthday party for Michael Caine, who's an old friend from England. And he said, is it all right if I bring the cast of my latest movie? And I said, sure. So he turned up with Hugh Jackman and that beautiful girl, Scarlett Johansson.
Yes.
And then I had invited Jack Nicholson and Al Pacino.
And everybody actually showed up. And everybody actually showed up.
They actually showed up. And it was great because I had this fabulous birthday cake for Michael. And I said to Scarlett, who was talking to Jack Nicholson at the bar, and you know, Jack Nicholson is a little up there and she's very young.
Yes.
And I said, Scarlett, would you mind singing Happy Birthday to Michael a la Marilyn Monroe?
Yes.
Yes. And Jack said, no, she doesn't want to do that right now. She's talking to me. And she said, oh, yes, I do. Oh. And she jumped up and, you know, I mean, when you get one of my books, you are not getting the front page of a tabloid. You are getting the real
deal
story.
And the thing that they trust in you is because you change the names to protect the innocent, but everything is dirty and sexy, and we love it. Okay, so your new book, the latest one, which I started last night, fabulous.
Thank you.
It's Jackie's 27th novel, and give everybody a teaser as to what's going on between the pages.
Oh, okay. It's about 3 hot women who all went to Beverly Hills High together. They're all 25. One is a very high-powered lawyer in Los Angeles. Yes. One goes and works for a very married senator in Washington, and he, of course, is cheating on his wife. Surprise, surprise,
yes.
Right? Yeah, and she gets pregnant,
yes.
And then she mysteriously vanishes.
Okay.
And the third one, the poor little bee girl of the title, because I can't say the title.
That's the one. That's the one whose parents are actors.
Yes, they are big movie stars in Hollywood, and her mother gets murdered. But meanwhile, she's running call girls in New York, shades of Elliot Spitzer,
yes,
because she's lying in bed with Frankie Romano one morning, who's her coked-out boyfriend. He's the bad boy, and they're lying in bed, and it's like, oh, look at this guy. I mean, look what he did. He went out of town. He used credit cards.
Yes. We're
going to run call girls. They're going to be famous women. They're going to wear masks, and we're going to have this fantastic business.
It's just all juicy, and Lucky's son is in this book.
Oh, Bobby Santangelo Stanilopoulos. Yes.
It's also exotic and wonderful. All right, so you're a pop culture junkie.
Yes, I am.
What do you think about Heidi Montag's plastic surgery?
Well, I was looking at the picture on the cover of People magazine, and I think she looks very beautiful. She's 23. She looks like a 40-year-old, beautifully preserved porn star.
You know? But that's good, right? Yeah. I mean, I didn't put it in those words, but when I heard that you just say that
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Why? I mean, it's such a bad message for girls out
She's
there
young.
because my message to girls is that girls can do anything because I've always written extremely strong women.
Yes.
And I think that's why I've had 27 books and been successful because I write role models for women, women that can really kick it. You say my books are sexy and raunchy, and they are.
But the
my
women are always strong.
and
They
do it
really
their
are,
way.
you guys, and sexy. And now,
Yeah,
now let's talk about the other half of the fabulous Collins sisters. Your sister Joan.
Yes.
Joan Collins, of course, legend. There they are. There you are together.
Yes.
Now, both of you gals, we won't
yeah,
say
yes.
exact ages, but both of you gals are over 70. And I just want to make that point because
Just.
I want to just say that you guys look like you have a secretive, very good time out together. Like you're close and you kiki and you
Well,
know.
we went to this party
sexy.
the other night in New York, which was fabulous because it was for Sandra Bullock.
Oh.
And Sandra starred in one of my movies. And she played Lucky Santangelo's mother, who is murdered when Lucky is 4 years old. And Sandra played the role in the miniseries Lucky Chances for NBC, which I wrote.
Yes.
And she came running up to me and she said, "Oh, this is the woman that gave me my first break."
Yes.
She's a fantastic woman, Sandra. And I hope she wins the Oscar.
The Oscar.
'cause she's really great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, you know, I wanted to ask you about so many other things.
Yes.
Wigs, plastic surgery, and the like.
Right.
But before we do your first kiss, I heard that you don't wear wigs because you're always scared that they're going to fall off.
Yes.
During activities.
I know.
Well, I
During
wanted,
activities,
Well,
what does that mean?
but I wanted to. Well, you know, I'm sure.
I
that you,
see,
Yes.
yes.
But listen, you know, I wear wigs all the time.
During activities?
But listen. You tell me. I wear them all the time, and the key is you got to have 2 snap combs
Oh my gosh.
and 3 pigtails.
Oh,
And you too.
Your hair is fantastic.
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank
Yeah.
you. We'll talk.
You look straight out of poor little bee girl.
Thank you. All right, but listen, quickly,
Yes.
you know, February is First Kiss Month here
Oh,
on
yes,
Wendy.
yes, yes,
and
yes.
I
Okay.
want to know whether you remember your first kiss.
Do I remember it? Yeah.
Oh.
I was 13 years old. I was playing truant from school. I went to the movies in London, and at this particular cinema, they had ushers. And the usher was so tall and good looking, and I looked like, you know, like I was 17 anyway.
Yes.
And so he said, "Do you mind if I sit with you?" And I said, "No, not at all." So he sat next to me, and we snogged throughout the whole movie. It was fantastic.
Making out.
Yes. Yeah.
I love it. Listen, it's an honor to meet you. Thank you so much for coming here. And come back when you want. Everybody,
I will.
Jackie Collins' new book is Poor Little Bee Girl. It's in bookstores everywhere. The studio audience is going home with their copy. Log on to wendyshow.com for your chance to win. We'll be right back with more hot topics about Tiger's mistress, Rachel Yucatel, and you won't believe which Grammy-winning singer's daughter doesn't like his music. Yes.
You're 18.